In this session today, let's talk about how to create AWS free tier account. As part of that, they are providing you three options. What are those? One is free trials, and one is 12 months free, and one is always free. What is the meaning of it? Let's try to understand one by one. Let us talk about 12 months free. You can see all the services which have been listed as part of this option. If you take this example of Amazon S3, which is called a simple storage service, they are providing you a storage capacity of 5 GB under 12 months free. What does it mean? If you try to store the data in S3 bucket up to maximum 5 GB until 12 months, no charges will be applied. If you cross beyond 5 GB within the 12 months, charges will be applied based on the GB level. But if I use for 12 months below 5 GB, no charges will be applied. After 12 months, even for 1 GB also, the charges will be applied. That is all about 12 months free. Then what about always free? Let us see. Now we can see the services have been filtered which are tagged with always free. What does it mean? Let us try to understand DynamoDB here. In this, they are allowing us to store 25 GB of data, which is always free. Whether your account has been created 1 year ago, 2 years ago, or 10 years ago, it doesn't matter. If you are trying to store the data up to maximum 25 GB, no charges will be applied. If you are crossing beyond 25 GB, charges will be applied based on GB level. And other charges also will be there. Number of read operations, write operations you do, those details are written in detail. You can go through the individual document. Now let us see the third option, which is called as trials. What does it mean? You might have seen some websites. When you are trying to create an account over there, they will provide you for 2 months as a free tier. After that, it will convert into paid version. Similar to that, here you can see some of the services like SageMaker, Lightsail, and Inspector. If you look at them, they are providing you this particular service at free of cost for 2 months. And within the 2 months, you have to use within the limit what they have specified. For example, 250 hours per month with ml.t3.medium on studio notebooks, or 250 hours per month. They have written certain limitations. You have to read them as well. Though they are saying you for 2 months it is free, there is some quota limit. After 2 months, it becomes a paid version. These are the three options what we have as part of this free trial account. Now let us see how to create an account with the step-by-step process. Create a free trial account. Once you select that, it will start loading the page of sign up. Let me provide the email address. In this scenario, I'm using my personal email, which is support@way2techstack.com, and followed by account name, way2techstack, and then verify email address. Once you select this, in the next page, it will ask you to provide verification code. To your email address what you have provided, you'll get a verification code. You can see the verification code. It is 104930. Let me copy it and paste it here to verify the email account. Once it is done, it is asking us to set a password. Try to set a complex password. Why? Because you are trying to configure this particular password for the root user. Confirmation of the root user password. Then continue. You have to remember this password what you have configured. And then we have to provide the details. What is it? Contact information. In this particular page, you have to provide for what reason you are using this AWS. Is it for business purpose or it is for personal use? For now, I'm going to provide personal. Why? Because for my understanding, for my requirement, I'm using this AWS account as part of practice. If you are using it for your organization or for your client or for any other business work, then you have to select business to know the information. And then we have to provide a full name, contact details, address, postal code, and other details. I will do it later. That particular personal details I'm not going to record. After providing the personal data, select agreement and then continue with the next step. Here we have to provide billing information, maybe your credit card or debit card information. It has to be either a RuPay card or American Express, MasterCard or Visa card. It's up to you. Let me try to provide these details and go to the next step. Let's scroll down. And then, do you want to provide a PAN information? It is up to you. Since it is a personal account, I will say no. And then we can see the billing address. If your billing address and your personal information is the same, we say technically contact address. A billing information address and the contact address is the same, you can go for the first option. Now if it is getting differed, then you have to go for the second option. Choice is yours according to your billing address. Now, once it is done, let us say verify and continue. In this verification process, it will go to your bank details. We have to provide the verification code. Now, initially, Amazon will try to detect 2 rupees as part of verification if it is INR. Once a verification was done, your account will get activated. Here we have to provide confirm your identity. Primary purpose of account registration. Select the drop-down list. Here we can say academic, business operations, government services, personal use, product development, research and other. Here, are you using for personal use? Go for personal. Ownership type. We can say is it for company or is it for individual? What you want you can specify. In this particular scenario, I will select individual. And then we can see Indian document type. We have to provide the date of birth and other details and all. Though we have not selected over there, here it is asking us to provide the info. And then continue. Now in this particular page, we have to confirm your identity, either by using SMS or voice call. Provide the country code and pass the mobile number, you will get a verification code, either through SMS or voice call, whatever you have selected. In this scenario, I am going for SMS. Select the country code and then followed by mobile number. Here we have to provide the security verification, whatever you see on the screen. In this scenario, 27, I guess it is 21. Yes, 21 BSZY. And then submit. I think it is the wrong one. Let me give 3DB5R2. Now we have to provide the verification code. Since I have selected SMS, I will receive a message right now. Now we are in the final step. Do you want any support plan from AWS? Totally we have 3 plans. One is basic support, which is free, development support, and then business support. According to your requirement, we have to choose a plan. As of now, I don't want any support plan. I'll go for free, which is a basic support. And then continue. With this, our AWS account was configured successfully. And we can see the final page. Now we can go to the management console and we can try to provide the credentials what we have configured in order to log into your AWS account. Let us see that now. Management console, log into the console. And here we can see the home page. This is the navigation bar. You can just go through this particular navigation. It will let you know what are the options we have in this particular page. Now, if you want to change the region, you can just select that. For example, I want to use a default region as Virginia. You can select that. What does it mean? I want to create the resources in the Virginia region in this AWS account. But in this scenario, we have successfully understood how to create an AWS account as part of Free Tier. Thank you.